Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel BIM for Construction. So as we have started a Revit tutorial series for the architect and civil engineers, so we have almost uploaded many things about the walls, how you can create a wall, what different types of methods available to create walls, how you can add the different layers, how you can add the plaster finish or the gypsum finish. So till now, if you haven't watched any of our previous video, I will request you to go to our playlist section for the Revit tutorial architect and civil engineers, and you can watch out our previous videos. And if you are new users to our channel, please like, share and subscribe our channel for more videos. So today video we will be discussing about how you can add a different material in the Revit, or how you can add give a pen to a particular wall. So both method we will be discussing by creating a new material and giving a particular that material to an existing wall, and creating a new material as a paint, and we are providing a paint for that particular wall. So both methods we will be discussing in this video. And for example, this wall I have created here to show you an example. Here if you go to edit type, if you select any wall and if you go to edit type, you will found all of those properties which are related to particular walls, in which you found the different layers, in which you can see what types of material is provided to that particular wall. For example, here we have selected a basic wall, generic 150 mm width. Here if I go to edit type, structure option is available there. If you click on that structure part edit, here you will see the different layers of that particular wall. Here you can check the preview box by clicking it on and off. It will show you the preview. If you want to show from the floor plan view, means the top of wall, or from the side, you can click on that also. Both options are available. So here now in this video we will be discussing how you can give a different wall material. So for example, now in the material section for the structure part that we are having here, 6-inch wall, what it is mentioned by category. First of all, we will learn what does it mean by category. If you select on the 3-dot button, it will show you a default wall material category is used. Now here it will show only by category. So how you will know that which by category the material any particular wall is using? You can go to manage. Here you will find manage. In manage, object style option is there. If you click on object style, each element categories whatever are available in the VV categories, if you check the VV category model categories, all those categories, all those model elements which we are having in Revit to model, all those are having a particular by default object style features. So if you go to wall, for example, if you go to object style and if you go to wall, so this wall will have a particular line width, this wall will have a particular line color by default, everything, and this wall having a by default material also available. So if you see here, what material is provided by default wall. So if you click on those 3 dots, it will show you by default any wall in the Revit which material it is using. So as you can see here, default wall. So if you click on this wall, if you want to change it from default wall to any of the other material you have created or from the existing, you can change from go to edit type, then from structure, and then from here by category you will open the material browser tab, and then you will choose any one of the existing by default materials, or you can create a new material from here also by duplicating or from the scratch. This is the first option. You can open that material browser window by selecting that particular wall, going to edit type and all. Next method, same. Here in the left side corner you are having a material browser option here also. So from here also you can access that particular window. Okay, so from here you can create a new material, but for assigning you have to go from by selecting that particular wall. So we will be following this process. We will select the wall, we will go to edit type then edit, Here we are having a different category, then we will modify this wall as per our requirement. Before proceeding, it is mandatory that you should duplicate an existing type, so it will not affect all rest of the building wall by affecting your current changes. For example, I only want to update in this particular wall, but this wall I have used in creating this building also. So if any changes I have made in this particular wall, all those changes will be affecting to my existing project also. So first I will select this wall, then edit type. Then first step I will duplicate this wall, so the rest of the wall will not affect. So here you are having an option to duplicate. We'll click on it. I will name it as a test sample. Okay, then I am whatever I am changing, the particular this test sample wall will be updating, and rest of the building will be as it is. Here in the structure we are going, then by category. Now by category we have already checked in the object style. By category it is taking the default wall material, but now if you want to change that particular default wall color or the graphics itself in this default wall, or you want to duplicate it, this is both method you can try. For example, default wall, if you do not want to change the existing of any your building structure or any building model you have already done, so in this may you can create a duplicate material by using the same. So here you are having an option duplicate material and asset, and duplicate using shared asset. So you will click on duplicate material and asset. Here the new material will be created by default. By duplicating the default one, you will rename as a test wall material. Okay, so now in the test wall material we will be editing our new things for. Okay, so we have to search. You can search from above also, test wall material. See, so right now I am changing the color from this lightish green to somewhat, let me change it to, so it will be easy for our understanding. I am changing it to yellow color. Okay, apply. Okay, this one done. So now if you will see, the color of the wall is changed to yellow color. It's changed now as a yellow color, but my rest of the building wall is still the existing one, because I have duplicated this wall. I didn't change the previous existing wall materials. For example, if I select it will show the basic wall, generic model 150. This one basic wall, generic 150 mm test sample that we have created by duplicating. In the material you are having a two option. First one is appearance and second one is graphic. So what those differences makes in your 3D views. For example, if you select this wall again, go to edit type, structure, test wall material. Here you are having two tabs. One is graphic, second one is appearance. So whatever color you have chosen here, it will be showing in your realistic visual style. For example, let me turn off this again. Right now we are having the yellow color because we have chosen in the graphic display the 3D view as a realistic. But if you choose the graphic display as a shaded, the yellow color again removed. The reason behind this, because in the material browser we have selected the white color for the graphics window. So again go to structure, paste wall material. Now in the graphic you have to choose the same color. If you want to choose the same color, if you want to choose the different color, for example right now I am choosing as a green. Okay, so we can show the difference in both the graphic visual styles. Okay, done. So right now it is showing green because in the graphics window we have chosen the green color. But if I go to realistic, right now we are in the shaded mode, but if I go to realistic, it will show the yellow color again. If I go to graphic shaded, it will show the graphic color, that is green. If you want the same color, like the graphic to be displayed the same as the realistic color or the appearance color, then you can click on this option. Here you are having an option, use render appearance. It means whatever the appearance we have provided here, it will show the same appearance here. So this appearance is the important appearance which will show in the realistic visual style, and whenever you are creating a render image, the same color will be shown in the render image also. Understood? So here you can choose the same use render appearance. Now here, if you can see, more parameters are available here, so we will quickly learn about this important parameter. Here if you see surface pattern, right now we are not having, for example, here if you see, we are not having any particular surface pattern. But if you want to give a pattern like brick structure, so it looks like that this wall is made up of brick. If you want to give a brick structure, then you can click on the same edit structure, test wall, use render appearance. Here surface pattern means we are giving a surface pattern of like so whenever we are seeing the view from any side of the wall, it looks like that the wall is created made up of bricks, so a rectangular pattern will be there. So here if you go to pattern, click on model, then the brick pattern will be available in your architectural template. You can select, for example, right now we are selecting brick US standard. Okay, if you want to show these black lines with a different color, then you can choose any one of the color. For example, right now we are selecting orange color. Okay, so this one is the final. If apply, okay, now see, a brick pattern is there, means it looks like the wall is made up of the bricks, and the bricks rectangular pattern will be available here with the orange color of lines. So if you want to change the color of lines, then you can change from orange to anything. So like this we can add a different pattern in our wall type. So this foreground is clear to you, this use render appearance is clear to you. In the graphics tab and appearance tab, we have already discussed it with you. Whatever you will choose here, it will show in the realistic visual style and also in the render image of, once you created the render image, we will be discussing in later videos how you can create a render image also. Okay, now the second thing is main important also, this one, cut pattern. These are like these things you will require when you are giving a shop drawing, or when you want the detail element of that particular walls to be looked like exactly, then only this is useful for you. Otherwise only the main color from the appearance side and from the graphic side to take user render appearance is enough for any most of the projects. Okay, what does the cut pattern means? It means whenever you are cutting a building, for example, if this wall is you have cut by the section. So let me turn on the section box. For example, this section box is cutting this wall. So what profile should be available, should be visible when any section view is cutting the wall? For example, here right now it is only a yellow solid fill it is showing, but you want like the same we have given in the front face of the wall, we have given in the face of the wall, the same pattern you want to show in the cut pattern also. Then again you have to go to edit type, edit. This time we will give the same pattern, or if you want to change the pattern, this depends upon you. Just for the example, we will click on this. Let me choose another pattern for now. Okay, we'll choose a different color. Which color you want to show? For example, magenta. Apply. Okay, so a pattern will be visible here with the magenta color. This will only show when the section plane is cutting this profile. This all we have provided, if it is cutting, only in that case it will be showing. Otherwise the simple existing color it will show, because the name itself suggests, when you go to edit material, the name itself suggests this is cut pattern and this is surface pattern. It will be visible in all view. So here how you can change those pattern also, and appearance color that we have already discussed, and those things. For example, test wall material you want to change not directly from here, then you can access through manage material browser. Again you can edit those color from also here. For example, if we have edited from here as a green, so you can edit directly from the material browser also. Now next we will be discussing how you can add images or how you can add the different material from by downloading from internet, or if you are having an existing library. This is right now we have provided by giving a color code from this section, the RGB values from this section. But if you want to show the color from an existing image, then you can add the image also there. Okay, so how you can add image, this one we will be discussing now. So now we have created a new material, but we have to assign that particular newly created material to our existing wall. Any of the wall you can choose from here, then structure, then go again to test wall material, and we have named it as a default, same name that we have using default wall. So by default, whatever the name, let me change the name so we can easily find that particular material. Again, go to material, then whatever with the wall we have created, for example, create new material. Okay, default new material, we have created this as a default new material. I'm renaming it as a test sample. Apply. Okay, now again we have to select this wall, go to edit type, edit. So the process is very simple, it's not a lengthy or time taking, and the concept is also easy. Here we will search that particular name, we'll select it here. Appearance, the same color will be showing in the user use render appearance for the graphics, also for the shaded also. So if you select, click OK, now the color from green to that cherry wood is updated. So this is how in both it will show the same color, realistic and shaded. In both version it will show the same color, but in realistic it will show more render image of the image exactly how it is visible there. For example, if you see and zoom that particular image, you will show a particular pattern is there. So same pattern will be shown in the realistic, but in the shaded it will be looks like a mix of brown or reddish color. So this is how you can add a different image. Also this image you can browse from your local folder. You can download any color image from the from the Chrome by downloading from any website like Asian Paint. If you want to download a different wall color, you can download that particular as an image. You can select here, then that particular image you can select, and that wall will be updated to the same color. So this is how you can create a material and you can give a particular material to any wall. Now the second method is about the paint, how the paint is useful. For example, if you have created this wall and we are having a two separate rooms here, for example, to the interior of this wall you want to give a different color, and next to this you want to give a different color. But right now the same wall color is given to the full color, the after means before and after this partition both side we are having a same color, but you want to give a different color because there will be a requirement that the different rooms will have a different design or different colors. Then how you can do this? For this one you have option to give a paint directly on the wall, not as a material. You will create definitely a material for this one, but in this you have to go simply here in the modify tab, click on this paint option. So whatever with the material you will choose from here, you will simply put it on, and the paint it will provided to that particular one. There is a one issue I will discuss. For example, if you have selected this yellow color, okay, done, we have selected in yellow color and we have selected this wall, we have given. Now you see again the same issue is there, both wall given the same color, but we want after this partition different color. So in this case what you have to do, first you have to split your wall. So here an split option is there. If you go here, split option will be available there. Click on this, split this wall from here. Now both elements are different. So in this way we can give both different paint colors. So you will go again paint, you will select any material. For example, for the first one we have selected this, for the second one we have selected this. So now you can see both room we can give a different paint color. So this is why we required a paint option also there, but this paint option is showing all those materials which are available in the manage material browsers. All those material it is showing. So by default we have created a new material also there. In the starting we can search for that material also. This reddish cherry cherry color, we can search for that one again here also. Test sample, this one select, done. So this paint it is showing the same library, but through this paint tool you can give a particular wall only a different colors code without changing the whole wall color material. So this is how you can change a material or update a material in your Revit architecture project, and how you can give a different finish or different color or different pattern to a particular wall by the help of paint option. So you can download the different designs from the internet also for a particular wall, and you can directly create a new material. You can select that image, and then from the paint you can give a paint for that particular. So if this video is helpful for you, don't like, share and subscribe. Thank you.